And thanks so much for joining us here on 9 News Plus on this Monday, December the 8th. I'm 9 News Weather Impact Team Meteorologist Chris Bianchi with a check of that Colorado weather forecast. Main headline, it is one thing and really one thing only here, folks. It is the wind. It is going to be whipping for us here. It already is in some cases in the mountains, but that wind only picks up tonight. And we have high wind warnings, high wind watches for us across much of the eastern plains. We'll detail that for you here over the next few minutes. Start things off by taking a look at some of those impacted zones. This is the I-70 corridor, where you may notice some that those fast-moving clouds there at the top of your screen, indicating the kind of fast-moving air that is going to create some of those stronger winds for us here as we head over the next little while. And we have high wind watches, high wind warnings for us across the mountains, the foothills, as well as down through the metro area. Fort Collins, Boulder, the west metro area, high wind watch, that's for tomorrow. High wind warning, that is for 80 to 90 mile an hour winds for the higher foothills, as well as the mountains for us along and east of the Continental Divide. Difference between a watch and a warning, I'm sure a lot of you just wondering that. Higher confidence and imminent with a warning, a watch possible but not a done deal, but definitely be prepared. So just a couple things to keep in mind. If you're joining me from the Boulder, Fort Collins areas, it's that time of year, right? We've got a lot of those holiday decorations. Bring those inside, right? Unless you want those to be in your neighbor's yard, bring those inside. And of course, have that patio furniture, other things that just kind of hang around the yard that could get blown about. Bring those in right now, because that wind is going to be pretty nasty for tonight and tomorrow. Radar, we did have some earlier snow showers. Those are over and done with for us here. And that story, of course, will be the wind as we head over the next little while with that radar not showing much in the way of that action for us at the moment. Now, winds right now, not too bad, generally speaking. We do have some 35 to 40 mile an hour gusts across the northeastern plains, some stronger gusts in the foothills and the mountains as well, but this is small potatoes compared to what we're going to see later on tonight. So starting around 6, 7 o'clock, we'll start to see those winds pick up for us after dark, and then that wind really revs up after midnight tonight. And notice some of those forecast gusts here, 91 miles an hour for us in Netherland, 86 in Allen's Park. It's going to be just whipping in the foothills and the mountains later on tonight into tomorrow morning. Those winds still gusting into the 80 mile an hour range in some of those wind-prone foothills by around this time tomorrow, and those winds will back off tomorrow evening and into Wednesday morning. Thank goodness that we get another round of wind for us for Wednesday night and Thursday, but a brief break in the action for us on Wednesday. Otherwise, if you're looking for snow, not much, maybe a few flakes for us here in the northern mountains with some leftover moisture there. Otherwise, pretty quiet weather, rain snow-wise, into tomorrow. And next chance for mountain snow will come on Wednesday, and that looks generally pretty light in nature. Otherwise, tonight we drop back into the low 30s for us here in Denver. Mild evening for this time of year, windy in the foothills. That wind is a downsloping wind that'll keep us on the warm side. Tomorrow, upper 50s for us here in Denver. Strong winds west and north of town, and it'll stay windy, especially west of Denver, but blustery for us here in Denver tomorrow at times, especially in the morning. Excuse me. Temperatures topping out in the 50s, 60s. Eastern Plains, 30s and 40s for us in the mountains. 7-day forecast. We are in the 50s and 60s over the next few days. No meaningful rain or snow chances for us through the upcoming weekend here in Denver, and that'll last into next week as well. Breezy, windy, and otherwise a few bits of mountain snow for us, but nothing too significant over the next few days, though our recent snow did bring a good boost and a needed boost of snow for us into our mountains. We're now up to about 72% of where we should be year to date, which might not sound great, but worth noting a few weeks ago that number was in the 20s, so we're starting to make up some serious ground in terms of that snowpack. And final note for you is just as a reminder that this week and last week are earliest sunsets of the year for us here in Denver. Our sun setting around 4:34 p.m., which makes it our earliest of the year. You might be wondering when it is in the winter solstice in a few weeks. It is, but the way that the solar noon works, the way we tell time is a little different from the way Mother Nature tells time. It's slightly not aligned. The solar noon, which is Mother Nature's way of telling time, the human noon, you know, the way we tell time, slightly not aligned, and for that reason, our sunsets, our earliest sunsets of the year are this week, and then next month will be our latest sunrises of the year, but the shortest actual day of the year is on December the 21st, slightly less than 10 hours of daylight for us in Denver. So top line takeaways, again, the wind, and the wind. It is going to be whipping about. We'll have more details on this through the day right here on 9 News.